Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Well, everybody, a great ACC matchup in store for you today. A couple of high-profile teams, both of them with their eyes on winning the ACC title. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
Nothing's finer than football in Carolina, and we're just about set for the kickoff here at Kenan Memorial Stadium. It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Thomas is on the field to kick this one off, and everyone in the stadium is ready for this game to get started. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. Taken down at about the 39-yard line.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
From their own 39-yard line. First down. Pitches, and he's got room. Heading for the corner. They'll bring him down around the 45-yard line.
They picked a good time to go with that call. It didn't seem like the defense was ready for it, and they'll move the chains.
Two times. Two down.
And he tackles him hard at the 49-yard line. And the linebacker comes up and makes a big stop.
This is textbook. This is how you're supposed to play against the run.
Second and 14. Ball on the 49.
90 is a Mike.
There he goes. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 37-yard line.
That makes it 33.
And he just gets rid of it. It's fourth down. They call on the kicker for a long field goal. Miami could take the lead with this field goal. It's up. No good. He hooked it right. Let's get the latest now from Reese Davis.
Take a look at what's going on in Austin. And for Texas Tech, they've won 2 straight. The Red Raiders get the W, 30-27. In other action, the Volunteers entered the day ranked number 15. That loss will now damage their position in the polls. How about this final? Totally unexpected. A major upset is now finished. The Gamecocks victorious by 14.
Thanks, Reese. No score in this one. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today.
Set. Oklahoma.
Brought down around the 33-yard line.
Anytime a running back gets one-on-one with a safety, I think that running back has the confidence in his own athletic ability to be able to make that safety miss and get upfield for some yards. That time, the safety just dominated him, made a great tackle in the backfield for a short loss.
Here we go. Green 8.
Fires out quickly to the tailback, and he's taken down at about the 31. Loss of 2.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 31. Fires it out. Tackle right around the 50.
Oh, this is a great job by this young man to get the ball out of his hands. He was facing an all-out blitz and didn't panic at all. It's a nice pass and a new set of downs to show for him.
From midfield, it's first down. And he's tackled around the 48-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
All day, every day, any day. Black 5. Kill, kill, kill. Yellow.
And down he goes at about the 45. They'll line it up again on third down.
Four down. Check 31, check 31. Hey, shoot it.
Tackle made at the 45. The running back gets a yard, maybe less.
That'll bring up 4th and 5.
The Tar Heels out with an apparent injury, although he might make a comeback before this game's over. Godfrey will be the return man. And he's got to be happy with that punt, Kurt.
Yeah, Brad, that was nice. And now they're looking at a long way to go to even think about a score.
They've got to play with some focus and smarts here. They don't want to make a mistake and suddenly find themselves trailing. Up the middle for a nice gain. Spence picks up about 7 yards on the run.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. He's tackled at about the 37-yard line.
15 yards. First down.
From their own 37-yard line. First down. He makes his way to about the 45.
Call it a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Runs it and tackled in the backfield. So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. He makes it to the 45-yard line. Martin back to return it. He's out to the 30. Made a few guys miss on his way to a quality return. This is a fun game, and I think we're going to see a lot of interesting football before it's over. Zips it to the tight end. And they make the stop at the 36.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Ball on the 36-yard line. And he's tackled after positive yardage. That's good enough to pick up the first down.
He took advantage of a powerful effort by his offensive line to turn that into a pretty big run.
Throws. Stays in bounds to make a nice catch. From the 36-yard line. First down. They'll run it. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
And they'll bring him down behind the line.
That is a loss of 3 yards. That makes it 3rd and 11.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 26. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Halfback's got it on the quick throw. They fall on it. So the ball will change hands, and it'll be first down.
This guy is about as sure-handed as they come, but fumbles do happen, and you can chalk this turnover up to a very aggressive defense.
I don't think either team has a clear advantage so far. Let's see if they can make some plays and get a little separation.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fumble, loose ball. He's taken down at the 33. That's a big break for this defense.
You know, this offense just can't afford to be getting hit with the turnover bug. They need to hold on to the football.
And so far, it's been totally even. In close games like this, every possession is likely to matter.
Watch 35. Watch 35.
Stays in bounds and made a nice catch. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 16. Room around the corner. He makes it to the 15-yard line.
Gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
So at the end of one quarter, still no score. Back to the action now here in the second quarter.
Dog forward.
Gets it out quickly. Taylor gains 4 yards on that reception.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
about 4 yards away here on third down.
Three down.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Dog, forward.
Throws it in a hurry. He's knocked out of bounds at the 3.
This guy's got the combination of smarts and reliability that makes a receiver really dangerous. No wonder he's looked to on third down.
Black five, go!
And they hit him in the backfield.
There are a lot of players in the college game that can make something happen when the blocking breaks down. But when it's that bad, I don't care who you are, you're going down for a loss.
Second down, goal to go. Ball on the 8-yard line.
10, 2,
He makes it to the 6-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it third and goal.
He's going to run for the end zone, and he doesn't get in.
That's a loss of 1 yard on the play. That brings us fourth and goal.
Fourth down. They'll line up for the field goal, and this is nothing more than a chip shot. North Carolina is looking to go up by 3. Kicks up, and it's footsie uprights.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
Thomas ready to kick. He sends this one deep. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Can this defense play any better? I mean, these guys have a great tradition. They live up to the billing today. Now we're starting to see whether or not this team can get it done. And if they are, then I think the defense should go down to the offensive side of the field, talk to their own offense, and try to get them fired up to go out there and get some more points on the board.
That's a great tackle at the 23-yard line.
Boy, did you see how the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier? That was fantastic pursuit.
From their own 23-yard line. Second down. There's a very impressive open field tackle.
Richardson with the tackle at the 34-yard line. That'll make it third and 1.
He gets out to about the 35-yard line. Martin, the return man. They'll bring him down to the 37-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. North Carolina holds a field goal lead. And he is drilled at the 45-yard line.
That makes it second and 2.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Nice run there. Passes to the back, incomplete.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
From their own 49-yard line, it's second down. Fires quickly, and it's picked off.
I'm really impressed with this guy's closing speed on the ball. He's got the kind of jets you need to be a standout corner.
That's how the defense score points.
From their own 41-yard line, it's first down.
3 down. 90 is a mic. Red 2.
Johnson takes a handoff. They'll bring him down at about the 43-yard line.
That makes it second and 8.
Key 26. Key 26. Let's go, D.
Well, the question now is, how will they respond after losing a couple on that run?
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 49. Pass complete and taken down immediately.
That brings us 4th and 3.
Martin is the deep man, awaiting the return. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Tar Heels offensive staff, I think, has done a good job of keeping their wide receiver in the game. Even though he's not having great stats, he's part of it, and the rest of the team now is picking up his slack, I think.
Well, this offense is still putting points on the board, and I think at times they're actually using the wide receiver, the go-to man who's drawing so much attention, really as a decoy to open up other avenues of this offense.
Fires out quick. It's picked off. Brought down at about the 19-yard line. He didn't throw it away under pressure, and it really cost him.
It sure did. He saw that he was going to get hit and just threw one up for grabs. He's got to learn to take the sack.
From the 19-yard line, first down. Complete pass and hit hard as he came down with it. And he didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Boy, this defense has a lot of speed. They're all over him by the time he caught the ball.
Room around the corner, and he's taken down at the 14.
Bush makes the tackle at the 14-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
From the 14-yard line, third down. Got a man, watch out here. What a play, and that is first and goal.
That's the kind of rangy flanker every quarterback wants to be throwing to. He did well to make sure he had enough yardage to pick up the first down.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Touchdown, Canes. And he hits the PAT. So a 4-play, 19-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points. So the score now, 7-3. Miami gets set to kick this one away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. North Carolina's offense is so predicated on what this wide receiver does. And now when you consider that we've got a couple of quarters left, they've got to change the complexion of the game a little bit, and they're going to have to do it with somebody else, I think.
This is really where a coaching staff gets challenged, because for 5 or 6 days you prep and you look at a lot of film and you kind of come into a game by the time Saturday rolls around and you have a good idea of how you want to attack a defense.
Looking right, intercepted.
Forbes makes the interception.
It looked like the pass was sailing out of reach, but he just climbed the ladder and made a spectacular interception.
And that's a heck of a play for a freshman. This kid has got some athleticism. From the 24-yard line. First down. Miami is up 4. Here's the throw. I don't think he got anything on that.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Quick throw.
Man, I don't know if this quarterback misread the defense or just made a poor decision, but that wasn't a pass he should have thrown.
From the 21-yard line, it's 3rd down. Quick toss. Great concentration to pull it in. Tackle around the 6-yard line. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
Runs through a defender, and he's in. He really plowed his way into the end zone there. Great-looking touchdown.
Once you get inside the 10-yard line, this halfback is automatic.
He makes the PAT. Campbell looks ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. And for Quinn, it's been one of those days he'd like to forget.
Well, we knew coming in that this quarterback was going to face a great defense. And like any quarterback that believes in himself and has confidence, he thinks he can make every play. But because he hasn't had that success, I think he's starting to get happy feet. I think he's starting to force the issue a little bit instead of just letting the game come to him.
Even though it hasn't been his day so far, he can still help this team. He just needs to be positive out there. You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out.
If they can play sound football from here out and make a few plays, there's no reason they can't get back into this.
They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. He gets hit out of bounds around the 32-yard line. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. North Carolina is going to use their first time out of the half here. So we got a few yards on that carry.
If you can continue to pick up small chunks of yards like that, you can really start to wear a defense down.
Grabs it and hammered right there. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
From their own 38-yard line, it's 2nd down. With a quick throw. The defender had it and then dropped it.
Hey, I know he dropped it, but the safety put himself in a position to make a play. That's impressive.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Makes it to the 44. He got the first down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
He goes out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. From the 39-yard line, 2nd down. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. And this play is number 8 on the drive. Got it complete, and he's out of bounds.
That is money in the bank. Sometimes you just can't stop a good combination.
This is the 9th play of this drive. 5 wide. He lets it go.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 24.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Caught, and he's hit immediately. That play was designed to pick up a first down, but they didn't do it.
It looks like the receiver just lost track of where he was on the field.
So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. And they can make this a one-possession game with this kick right here. He gets it up, and it's through the uprights. A great first half comes to a close. The Hurricanes in front by 8.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. A tight, hard-hitting, low-scoring affair.
Great affair.
This
Great.
Is right,
you can say it like it is.
This is right in your wheelhouse, Pollack. I mean, this is exactly in your comfort zone.
No, absolutely. I mean, you like to see people flying around. You like to see defenses dictating to offenses and make them play on our terms. And it's fun to watch. It's something that every great defense prides themselves on tackling. You know, you didn't see very many missed tackles in the first half that led to big plays. And try to limit those big plays. And when they do get down towards the red zone, make people kick field goals. And that's how you see dominant defenses year in and year out, and that's what we're seeing today.
Just about time to start the second half. What do you think Herbstreit's first point of analysis will be?
I don't know, something to do with quarterback play, I'm sure. I mean, we've got to hear that stuff all the time. It's all about the quarterbacks.
Brad and Kirk ready for the second half.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Everywhere we go in college football, everybody's got a T-shirt that says finish, finish. Whether that means finish the game or finish the drive. Right now, this offense is moving the ball, but they're not finishing the drive. They got to execute better down closer to their opponent's territory.
Tackle made at the 34.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Quick out to his receiver. And he's tackled right away.
Gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Check, tight right. Full up there, check the outs out there. 4 down. Black 5. Hit.
Throws complete. He's got room to work. He's taken down around the 41-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Watch the run.
He makes it to the 42-yard line.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Gets to about the 44-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down.
And once again, they'll come to the line trying to convert on third down. And down he goes at around the 48-yard line.
This guy is one of the most reliable receivers around. They needed a big play on third down, and he got it for them.
Quick throw. He's tackled at the 36. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Nice run to the left there.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. Ball is loose, fumble, and they fall on the loose ball. That time the option play is the cause of the fumble.
The offense put the ball on the ground, but give the defense credit for jumping all over it.
So we're just about ready to return to action. Miami up by 8. And they make the stop at the 33-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Gets to about the 34-yard line. Looking to scramble down. He can't get away from the pressure.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure from the right direction, and it seemed to confuse the offense.
Martin will be the return man. He's tackled at the 47-yard line. The offense comes back out, and as I'm sure you'll remember, their last possession ended in a lost fumble.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
And he's tackled around the 42-yard line.
Anytime a running back gets one-on-one with a safety, I think that running back has the confidence in his own athletic ability to be able to make that safety miss and get upfield for some yards. That time, the safety just dominated him, made a great tackle in the backfield for a short loss.
2nd and long. Ball on their own 42. Looks for the tight end, but they can't hook up.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 3rd and 15.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Stays in bounds to make a nice catch. From the 37-yard line, it's 1st down. On the delay, and he's brought brought down immediately.
You know, as a running back, you've got to get upfield north and south. That time, he just seemed to wait and kind of delay his reaction and just got to be able to make a read, get upfield as quickly as possible. In college football, and especially up in the NFL, the more you're dancing around waiting for a big play, the more time you're giving an athletic defense a chance to come and make a play in the backfield against you, and that's what happened.
That's a loss of 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
And now they're faced with another 3rd and long as they try to convert and move those chains again. They come out in an empty backfield.
Check, check. Dancer, dancer.
Got it. And he goes down quickly.
Gain of 7 on the way. That'll make it 4th and 10.
Kicks away. Tough break there for the kicking team. So our count is still 14-6, Miami. The defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive. Miami is up by 8. Nice run there. He gets 4, maybe 5 yards on the counter.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
It's 2nd down, 5 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line.
90 is the mic.
Brought down at the 50-yard line.
Call the gain of 8 yards. 1st down.
They'll bring him down at the 50. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
That brings him 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's 2nd down.
90 is the mic. Oh, you got deep? Down.
Just throws this one away. Passes to the wide out, and he can't pull it in.
Johnson's intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
Doesn't want to let the punt returner have a chance here. He just wants to change field position. And he can't hang on to the ball.
I know I'd be nervous with 11 guys sprinting down the field at me, but the first job of a return man is to catch the ball.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun, 5 wide receivers. Passes it, and it's picked off by the safety. And he's taken down at the 7-yard line.
That is exactly the kind of play you want to see from a safety. He needs to be able to read the play and then make the interception.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. Miami holds an 8-point advantage. They'll drop him for a loss.
Call the loss of 4 yards on the play. That brings him 2nd and goal.
Tackle at about the 15-yard line. He had nowhere to go on that option play.
Boy, you're right. He's lucky he held onto the football there.
From the 15-yard line, it's 3rd down. The offense going to try to open this field up, coming out in a 5-wide set, and the defense counters with their dime look. Incomplete.
Alert read on that play. He didn't have too much time to react to that pass.
That brings up 4th and goal.
Kicks up, and they tack on 3 points. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Miami's in front by 11. Campbell has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. Adams from the 2. They'll bring him down at the 27. Into the 4th quarter now, and we're back to the action. The offense will take the field, hoping for a better result than their last drive.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
And he's hit immediately.
You know, talking with the offensive coordinator this week, he told us that he has a lot of confidence in his quarterback to make good decisions. And when he feels like he has an opportunity to put the ball up, he knows the receivers that he can count on to be able to make big plays. That's another example of that. Receiver goes up into traffic and makes a big play for a first down.
From their own 44-yard line, first down.
There are a lot of players in the college game that can make something happen when the blocking breaks down. But when it's that bad, I don't care who you are, you're going down for a loss.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wide out. Gets to about the 41-yard line.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd down now, and they need to get it inside the 46. They come out in a 5-wide set.
Black 5.
And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line.
Gaining 3 yards. 4th down.
Oh, excellent punt. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. And he hits him hard at the 21-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
From their own 21-yard line. 2nd down. On the pitch, look out, loose ball. Recovered by the offense. They've got to be happy after recovering that fumble.
Yeah, because a play like that gets the defense right back into the game. You'll probably see him get real conservative now.
And a quick throw. Tackle made at the 18. Martin back deep to return. He makes it to the 45-yard line.
Return for a gain of 9 yards.
Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Taken down in the backfield.
This defensive end just showed us why he's much more than just a pass rusher.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 46-yard line. Second down. He's taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Finds his man, and they take him down immediately.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That brings up 4th and 3.
So they're going to go for it here. And they don't get the first. The offense couldn't convert, and that's going to cost them the possession.
This time the offense isn't successful on 4th down. The defense had that option play snuffed out from the get-go.
The offense comes out of the field, and they're hoping to avoid the similar fate that killed their last drive.
Anytime you give the ball away, it's a disappointment. So these guys want to show that they can hang on to it.
Makes it out to about the 49. They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Oh, and he had some steam on that throw. And down he goes, right around the 44-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
They go to the left for a nice gain.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 39. Just over 2 minutes in the game. They'll knock him down for a loss.
I think sometimes offenses forget to even include corners as defenders and tacklers because a lot of corners just want to be out there and playing against the pass. But this is a corner that they have got to be responsible and remember in the future that he's got to be involved in being able to come up with a blocking scheme. This time they just let him go, and he's athletic and strong enough to come up and make a play. He had a couple of freight trains coming at him, but when they blitzed, it created a hole in the coverage, and they took advantage of it.
1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. On the ground, left side. Out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Johnson gained 7 yards on that play. North Carolina's called their final timeout. He gets out to about the 14-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards. 1st down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line.
90 is a Mike.
Again with the run. He's brought down in the open field.
No gain. That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's the 9th play of the drive. We have less than a minute to go. He's tackled at the 6.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
Ready?
And they make the stop at the 3.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
This is the 11th play of this drive. that's going to do it for this one. Our final score, 17-6, Hurricanes. So that wraps things up for us. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.